in my woods that I love, as you can see. Um, so I haven't done a live on my channel for ages. I've got two channels, but I haven't done a live on this channel for ages. And I thought I'd do a quick live. And the title is Poo. Why can it be so arousing? So I've worked with two people in the last week who have wanted me to have sort of therapy and and me watch them poo. And yeah, and so I've watched two people poo in front of me. One of them ate their poo, like just a bit of it, and they were getting sexually aroused over the whole thing. And I watched them masturbate along with the poo. So, oh, thanks for the like, whoever that is. Hi, Miss Lopez. Miss, yeah, hi. Yes, I've watched, a couple of people poo, and I've done a video about this before, about coprophilia, that is enjoying pooing while you're having sex and things like this. And I wanted to do another quick one because it's so sort of taboo, but it's so connecting poo, because we all do it. We all need to poo, and if we don't poo, there's something wrong with us and it's unhealthy. And so why can some people find it so sexually arousing? Oh, I'm good, thank you, Miss Lopez. How are you doing? Thank you. Yeah, so why do some people find it so sexually arousing? Because, and this is what I'd like to talk about, because one is very sort of connecting because we all do it, but at the root of it, when you're learning to be potty trained and your parents are changing your nappy, that's a very, very critical time in your life, because when you're very young, those very early years are very influential in your whole adulthood and who you are and what you believe and all of your moral values and things. Those early years are very crucial, and obviously your bond with your parents is very, very powerful as well. So when your parents are like changing your nappy, or even when you're or potty training you can have it can be very bonding, and obviously you can smell the poo when you do a poo, you can smell it, right? And so it will go deep in your subconscious, and to enjoy sex you have to feel safe. You have to feel like safe when you're enjoying sex. Now, what when you're when you're getting attention from your parents, like either when they're changing your nappy or when you're getting potty trained, that can help you feel safe, because it's all going back to feeling part of a community, it's an evolutionary trait, because when we've evolved, we want to be part of our collection, our group, and it's having that kind of connection with the group and with the people who brought us into the world. That is essential for our safety, because we know that if we're with these people, well, it's an intuition that if you're with these people, they're going to keep you safe, they're going to look after you. So when people have this feeling of getting sexually aroused over poo, it all goes back to their childhood and the times when they enjoyed not enjoyed pooing, but possibly enjoyed pooing, but got attention from those events, and it's stored deep within your subconscious, and your subconscious remembers absolutely everything from the second that you're from the second that you are conceived to being born to early years, your subconscious will remember it. And basically, you it's all stored there. So at times you might have flashback or emotions come up, and you wonder why. And it's because you will be externally triggered from earlier memories, because those early years are like the blueprint of what makes you you. So that's what I wanted to say. So if anyone's watching this, right, and obviously maybe you won't watch it live, you might watch it when it, just randomly, because of the title. If you do have any sexual fetish or fantasy that is kind of slightly taboo, slightly, disgusting, or just something you can't really share with people, like in a social setting, because you feel embarrassed, ashamed, or a bit like an outcast. If you do have anything like that, like poo for example, as a sexual fetish, then try not to be hard on yourself. It's there for a reason. Sex is the most powerful thing because it creates life. So it's there, written in our DNA and in our cells, that we need to procreate. That's part of evolution. So whatever your sexual desire is, just think of it as part of nature. When you're looking at animals, animals in the wild, they won't sort of find a room to have sex. They'll just have sex in the middle of everything. And so whatever your kink is, whatever your sexual fantasy is, just think of it as nature. It's nature taking part. And try not to shame yourself, because it is the shame that actually limits you and can actually create more dysfunction. If you allow yourself to just as long as it's safe and you're not breaking any laws, and you're doing it in a whatever it is, if it is poo, it's consensual or whatever, then allow yourself to have that, try and enjoy it, and try not to feel ashamed afterwards, because it's the after effects often. From all my work, I've worked with over 1,000 men, and it's the after effects that can cause the problems, because you feel like afterwards, oh, why did I just do that? I just masturbated over a lump of shit. Oh, sorry, like a lump of poo. And it can make you feel a little like, less than or whatever. But what you need to do is just try and think it's part of nature. Like autumn is part of nature. I'll just show you the words on that. Here we go. Now I love it here. It's connecting. Like poo is connecting, and wee and toilet. And I'm in the middle of the countryside, and often in the middle of the countryside you can have all different smells come your way. And so that's my message for this live, is just to embrace yourself. Always practice your sexual kinks in a safe space, but also try to remember shame does not help afterwards, and it actually can lead to more dysfunction and illness. There's research that shows there's a link between shame and physical illness. So that's my message. But wishing you all a lovely day, and maybe I'll speak to you soon. Bye.